Hi guys, so I told you that I was going to give you a recipe coming up. So ferments are a huge thing. Kombucha can take a little bit of time. Sauerkraut can take some time, but there's a drink. I actually don't know how to pronounce it properly. Tepache, Tepache. It's a delicious drink made with pineapple and some cinnamon stuff. And it's summer coming. It's a nice outdoor drink, and it's a quick ferment. It ferments in between 24 and 72 hours, just depending on the temperature and everything. And we'll go through it. But I'm going to make some. I'm going to show you how to do it. How simple it is. So what you need for this is a pineapple. You need brown sugar. You need a cinnamon stick. And you need water. You need about, we're going to do this with about 4 liters or like a US gallon-ish. It has to be, it can't be chlorinated. So if you have water in a tap, you've got to let it sit out for a couple of days, or you have to use filtered bottled water. We have a chlorine filter in the house, so all of our tap water is chlorine free. But that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna make that today. So I've already kind of cheated on this a little bit. I got the water boiling already, so it's nice and hot. You need to get it boiling. To do this faster, I've got my water. This is cold water. That's boiling water. We're gonna dissolve the sugar into the boiling water, then cool it with this so that we can put it into in with the pineapple. Remember, the goal of fermenting is to get bacteria to do work for you. So you can't put boiling water or chlorinated water in because that will kill the bacteria. That's what we use heat for, right? To kill stuff. So I've got the water hot already, and then we're going to, so I'm using half the water, but all the sugar. How much sugar? That much. And now you're going to freak out like, oh, Coach Taylor, I can't possibly use that much sugar for anything. That's I don't know, probably like 3 cups of sugar, 400 grams ish, if you want to measure it out. You're not going to eat the sugar. What happens is you put the sugar in with the bacteria and they eat the sugar. So by the time you drink the drink, you don't actually you're not eating the sugar. This is the food for the bacteria. It's the same when you make kombucha. Um, the bacteria are eating that. That's their little food source. So look, I can do this because we've got granite countertops. We're gonna take that sugar into the hot water, and you got to really dissolve it. Like you want that totally dissolved in there. So we're gonna let that sit around and that for a little bit. It's like a fun cooking show, right? I'm gonna try to do this. I want you to see how quick and easy it is. So that dissolves in there. Now we're gonna prep our pineapple. So you need to cut it up and get it all in the right spot for sure. And you've got to make sure you have a jar that you can ferment this in. Some people will do this in whatever pot that they boil the water. So if you've got a food safe stainless steel pot, you can boil all your water in one pot and then just keep it in there. I don't do that. So I use big jugs. That's actually one of my kombucha jugs. And that's what we're going to do. So how do we do it? We cut off the top of the pineapple. That is one of the most complex part. From there, we're just going to actually trim off the sides of all of this. So the nice thing with this is if you buy fresh pineapple, you don't have to waste all the skins. You can actually take the top of the pineapple and you can turn that into a pineapple plant. If you're somewhere you can grow pineapple outside, you just plant it and it'll grow you a pineapple tree. I'm not even joking about that. I'm just cutting off all the skins. This doesn't have to be a good job. It can just be kind of rough, no worries. You're gonna take all the skins, boom, pop them into your jar. So where all the fun flavors coming from, right there. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna cut off the bottom. We don't need that. Now, you want the core to go in with this too. So we're going to cut out the core and keep all the fruit to eat, because if you're gonna make pizza, you have to have pineapple, because you can't make pizza without pineapple. And anyone that doesn't like pineapple on their pizza, I'm not 100% sure we can be friends. So there's my pineapple core. I like to cut it in half just so there's more surface area, or quarters, whatever. There's not a lot of rules to all this stuff. And then just like that, pineapple's in. Now I'm gonna add cold water to this. So like I said, I pre-measured all of this stuff, pre-weighed everything. I don't want to be putting the super hot water in here without cooling it down a bit, because if it goes in there and hits the pineapple, it'll kill all the bacteria on the pineapple. And if we do that, this is going to get messy. It's probably best that I'm doing this alone in the kitchen right now. because when I make messes, my wife doesn't like this. So let's see if we can take this horrifically full pot that I've created. I got lots of paper towel around, and we're gonna pour that in to the jug. Well, not bad. I barely spilt any. Now, when you do that too, you're gonna have some brown sugar on the bottom. You wanna make sure that you get all that scooped in. Remember, the sugar is what's feeding the bacteria. If that's not in there, then you got nothing to eat, and this isn't gonna ferment. Just like that. Now, because I did make a little bit, this is how Coach Taylor cooks. Somewhat spastically. It's not always clean and tidy. I get the rest of my water in there, and then we're just gonna give that a little mix around. So the sugar, the pineapple, everything is all together. I test it with my finger, so it should be comfortable for your hand to touch. If it's hotter than that, then you're gonna kill all your bacterias. If you kill the bacterias, you're not gonna get any ferment. So look at that. Last thing, second last thing, cinnamon stick. Pop her in. I like to mix that down and around. Now I break a lot of rules. I'm actually gonna add more water to this. You're gonna wanna know why, and the answer is, I don't know. I just feel like it needs more, water. So I'm adding another probably 3/4 of a liter into there. It'll also give me more of the drink when we're done. All right, last step. Now we want this to breathe because it's bacteria. So a piece of cheesecloth, you can use a tea towel, whatever you want. I've got all this stuff because I make kombucha. Little elastic, and that just keeps out any fruit flies or anything like that. And there we go, we made it. Now what do we do with this? You sit it on your counter and you leave it for, this will ferment in probably somewhere between 24 and 72 hours. It really depends on the temperature of your kitchen, how active the bacteria are in there. There's just like a lot of different, I'm gonna put the bottom in too, you know what? Fuck it. See, fermenting can be fun. You can just make shit up sometimes. It depends on that. You're taking bacteria and you're growing them. So the warmer it is, the more prolific they will come. The colder it is, the more it'll slow down, which is why we have fridges, right? Keeps bacteria at bay. And then we'll leave that 24 to 48 hours. It'll get a nice foam on the top, start to be like a little carbonated. And at that point, it's ready to drink. Throw it into sealable jars, put it in the fridge, and you've got it for probably 5 to 7 days to enjoy it and drink it. It's bubbly, it's fresh, it's pineapple-y, it's got a little cinnamon to it. I'll stir it over the next couple days as it ferments, and then you're done. So that's a super easy, quick ferment. Tastes delicious and perfect for summer.